Hey everyone, the Game Piece here, and in today's video we're going to be going over the majority of the spring update animations that got added in the patch that we just got in Temtem. I covered a lot of them that they revealed on Twitter throughout the last few weeks in another video that I will leave in the description below, as well as a card that you can click on in the top right here. But let's get into these new moves, everyone. The first new move we're going to go over is Chain Lightning. This move is primarily learned by Nesla. Chain Lightning, of course, circling around the battlefield 3 times until it reaches its final target. Here you can see the lightning chain reach the Loali here and go directly back into the Nesla. So I think that this is a really cool animation and it's really well done. Alright, and the next move that we're going to be going over is Head Charge. This move actually looks like it turns into a bullet. The Temtem almost turns into a bullet and flies into the opposing Temtem and flies on back to your side of the field. I really do like the look of this animation overall. It is one of the weaker, I think, fighting move animations, but it definitely is very nice to look at. Alright, next up is Urushiel. This is going to fire a big poison blob into the opposing Temtem that you're attacking and leave it with heavy poison damage. Alright, and next up we have Crystal Plume Gatling. This is primarily learned by Tuvine. Tuvine is going to fire shreds of crystal plumes into the ally with this animation. This animation definitely looks very cool. I really enjoy it overall. But one of the better crystal animations that we have in the game at the moment, in my opinion. And then we have Feather Gatling, which is a little bit similar to Crystal Plume Gatling. Feather Gatling fires an array of feathers into the opposing Temtem that you're attacking. It does remind me a lot of Crystal Plume Gatling, honestly, but I think Crystal Plume Gatling pulls out the edge on the animation flare between these two moves. And the next move up is Crystal Bite. This move is going to be sending a trail of crystals into the opposing Temtem and ultimately biting it with a mouthful of crystal. Really a nice looking animation here, but what do you guys think of this one? Up next we have what is probably my favorite animation that has been added in the spring update here. It is for Extinction. Now this animation is very reminiscent to me of like prehistoric dinosaur times, because you really see like a bunch of meteors try to start falling in and, you know, promote extinction. But this is a really cool looking move. In my opinion, like I said, it's the best animation that we got in this patch of updates so far. Up next we have the move Rend, which will apply the new neutralized status to the opposing Tem that you targeted into. Rend looks pretty basic here. I don't really have a whole lot to say about its animation. Just a very basic neutral type animation here. And then up next we have Toxic Plume, which received a new animation. This is going to fire off pools of toxic damage into both of the opposing Temtem on the other side of the field here. I do think that this looks pretty nice beyond the basic, you know, no animation that we used to get for Toxic Plume. Really just kind of basic, but really what you would expect from this type of move. And then we have Hyperkinetic Strike, which is another one of my favorite animations that got added into this update. This, of course, is primarily learned through Volarand. It is going to be a big swirl of wind around Volarand and hit the opposing Temtem for a very dramatic hit here. It goes into slow motion and everything, but really one of the better animations that we got in this patch of updates. And the next move we have up is Major Slash. This move is insane looking, definitely one of the better animations that we got. I know I've been saying that for the last handful of them, but really the animations are so crisp and clean in this game. But taking a look at Major Slash, it really just throws up the opponent and then dices and slashes it throughout the battle. So really cool looking animation, definitely in my top favorites of this patch. And next up we have Dust Vortex. This move just got added to Bun Bun through Psypark this week. This move is going to unleash an earth tornado of damage into the opposing Temtem. Really looks very nice in my opinion, and a very nice solid move for Mudju to have finally. And the last move we have to go over is Frond Whip. This move will unleash an array of vines into the opposing Temtem. This is primarily learned by Taifu and Surnif. This looks very cool in my opinion. I love the earthy element of the nature roots flying off into the opposing Temtem. It really looks very nice. But that does it for all of the new animations that got added into the spring update here. If there was any that I did miss that you wanted to watch, I do have a previous video that might show them off. I showed off some of the earlier spring update videos that they released on Twitter, so be sure to check that out. I will leave a link in the description below. But let me know what your favorite move is that got added in this patch update. I think my favorite, it's really a tough call, but I think Extinction or Major Slash pulls it out. It's really between one of those two, but let me know what you guys think. But as always, if you did like the video, be sure to leave a like and be sure to subscribe if you did enjoy and you want more Temtem content like this in the future. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I hope you guys have a great day.